Well, good morning, everybody. Monday, Labor Day. We don't celebrate Labor Day down here at this time of year, so it's a little confusing for me until I figured out what was going on. I wanted to say this, that I read an article this morning where it says that Trump is knowingly allowing Russian interference in this country in terms of the not cyber attacks, but the misinformation that he's encouraging to come into this country. Now, I'm not really an expert on the law in this country, in the United States, but it would seem to me that if you have an elected official, the leader of the country, who's collaborating with a foreign power to misuse information and to get himself elected, that sounds to me very much like treason. And for him to be treasonous doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, look at it. Look at the way he treats the military. He has no respect for the military. He's a coward. He never served. And before people start looking me up and find out what I did, I did not want to go to Vietnam. I did not believe in that war was being fought for the right reasons. I joined the National Guard to serve my country for 6 years. I wasn't running away. I did my obligation. Trump could have done the same thing. I had two excuses that I could have used. One is I was a sole survivor of my family at the time, sole support of my mother, and two, I had a back injury that might or might not have kept me out. I used neither one of them. I went in, did my six years of fun and games, and I was involved with Newark riots instead of Vietnam, so I didn't escape everything. But getting back to him, he's a coward. He didn't want to go. He didn't want anything to do with the military. He believes the military is a lower class. All right. Yeah. Now in England, it was considered if you joined the military, and you were a gentleman once you joined. Especially if you became an officer, you were even a higher level gentleman. In the United States, joining the Army, they treat you in basic training to break you down and get you to work together. They treat you like scum. And it never gets really better unless you're part of the elite services. Like now, it's better for if you're a SEAL or a Delta or Special Forces, something like that. Then you get a lot of respect in the service, not necessarily outside the service. First of all, not too many people know who Delta players are. Delta is one step above SEALs. SEALs are basically a rescue outfit. Delta is assassination. They're the killers. But anyhow, Trump doesn't support the military or the veterans. He thinks if you lose a war, you're a loser. He felt that people that went to war in World War I were losers because it wasn't a war that he could see a purpose for, because his family didn't make money out of it. Rockefellers made money out of it, and the Pulitzers did, but the Trump family, I don't think, was even rich at the time. World War II, the same thing. Vietnam, he couldn't make money out of it. There's no money in real estate in a war. If anything, real estate values go down in a war. They don't go up. So he couldn't make money out of that war. His family didn't make money. So to him, it was just a useless waste. Same with Iraq and Iran and Afghanistan and whatnot. He doesn't see the monetary return on that. He's not going to build a hotel in Afghanistan or Iran or Iraq. The countries aren't, to him, the countries are made up of about what he considers to be ragheads, people that are poor, no genius around or anything like that. I think that this election is important for several reasons. Yes, you need to get rid of this man for the obvious, the racism and whatnot, but you need to remove this man because he's a horrible example of humanity. He's a horrible example of what it takes to be an American. And I just think it's necessary for him to go. I don't know if he loses, I have no idea what's going to happen. Probably be great television, as long as you're not involved, standing in line getting shot at. But I can see it being setting America's prestige back even further. His making America great again is for what? It's making white people great again. It's not got nothing to do with the country. The country's not going to get any greater under his influence. It's right now it's losing its prestige, its importance to the world. And if he gets reelected, I have no idea. He'll try to bankrupt the country. He opened up casinos in my state of New Jersey, Atlantic City. They were crowded. They were much more gaudy than the rest of the casinos were, and I don't know whether that contributed to their downfall at all. But he used the old mafia approach to the casinos. He built businesses, sucked them dry, liquidated them, made money. And a lot of people lost money. Some people made money. Granted, some of his investors made money. But for the majority, the little people that were involved in it, the construction workers, the casino employees and whatnot, they all lost money being involved with Donald Trump. Being involved with Donald Trump does not guarantee you're going to be a billionaire. It guarantees that he'll use you until you have no value to him anymore, and then he will cast you aside. If you're lucky, you'll make a little money. If not, you lose. Look at this. Look at the people that are in his political circle. Look how bad that they're treated. Look at the way he uses them up and then throws them aside because they disagree with you. He wants nothing but pure yes men around him. You watch the old movies about corporations, and you've heard the term yes men. Well, that's what he wants. If you disagree with the Trumpster, you're history. And then he tries to ruin your career afterwards. And I think that's what is making Nikki Haley, the ex-UN ambassador, side with him more now instead of disagreeing with him, which she used to do. I think she wants a political future, and the Republicans believe that the Trumpster and his base, which is the white racist base, or not necessarily racist, but white base, is what's going to keep the Republicans in power. It's what Mitch the bitch believes, and there's another man that it's necessary to get out of Congress, out of the Senate. What I always call the two houses the Congress. I guess I'm not really right about that. But another person that needs to go as a Democrat is Pelosi. Pelosi's too old, too weak, too everything right now. She needs to be out. There needs to be some. I've always said this. I'm 74, and I've said this since I was 20. You need young people in there. You need new ideas. You need new influence. Trump's not new ideas. Trump's bringing back the 30s and the 40s, what have you. All right, listen. It's Monday. I know it's a holiday. I don't know how many of you will actually see this. Thanks those who did. I want to thank you for listening and watching. I will try to cure up this, shade on this side eventually. Get some lighting, good lighting in here. But anyhow, listen. You all have a great day. Stay safe. Watch out for that virus. Okay.